You know, I could have never dreamed that myself, my friends, and my family would watch in amazement as I eliminated almost 7 pounds of soul-crippling fat each and every week for the first 6 weeks straight,
allowing me to lose 20 pounds of fat in the first 20 days. But my journey didn't end there. In fact, far from it.
Because the truth is, I had no idea that a 160-year-old flavor-pairing ritual designed by the planet's slimmest, longest-living, and most disease-resisting country
could actually transform the female body into a fat-torching furnace that burns hotter with each passing moment, while at the same time generating a rebound weight gain defense system, making it almost biologically impossible for the fat to wickedly reappear like it always does. You know what I'm talking about.
So even though I have horrible genetics and nothing has ever worked for me, everyone around me witnessed another 66 pounds quickly evaporate in the shortest time possible. That's right, at almost 40 years old, I eliminated almost 100 pounds of confidence-stealing, energy-sucking, and potentially life-ending body fat, and finally got to live my happily ever after, reversing all signs of hypertension, diabetes, and depression, all while managing to lose 12 dress sizes and 23 inches off my waist, shrinking from a whopping 42 inches all the way around down to a 26.
But before all this happened, even before I started gaining all the weight, I too had no idea that almost every woman falls victim to this shadowy metabolic villain that forces your 3 hormones that kept you fit, youthful, healthy, and happy when you were younger to literally funnel floating fat cells into every single area exposed by your bathing suit. All while introducing you to a lifetime struggle with body image, while locking in your weight management hormones to storage mode. And even though none of this is our fault, because not even our doctors warned us about this when we were younger, unless of course you're one of the 8% blessed with near perfect genetics, we are all victim to this fat hoarding 30-year sentence that dismembers your metabolism from the end of puberty all the way through menopause. However, if it wasn't for that fateful day not so long ago,
I could have never discovered these kindergarten simple flavor pairing rituals from a tiny island 6,000 miles across the ocean that not only had the power to transform my body,
but bodies and lives over 16,787 other women just like you in the last year alone. Because the truth is,
you are literally only one unusual step in an unexpected direction away from knocking over that one big fat loss domino that's standing between you and the body you've been dreaming of. Just like these women did. Ladies with once silent metabolisms like Kelly, who lost 52 pounds while using a salty sweet flavor pair that revs up her fat burning by over 200%. Or women in their 50s like Susan,
who used, of all things, a carb pairing ritual to channel a fat-flushing current that forced 48 pounds of fat from her body while allowing her to recover the youthful glow she lost in her 20s.
Or ladies like Sarah, who melted away even more weight than I did in her first 3 weeks by drinking a metabolism reset tea that pairs 2 savory flavors found in your kitchen cabinet right now. The best part is, not only are these weight loss doubling flavor pairing methods 100% biologically guaranteed to work for women between the ages of 20 and 65 years old, but it's 100% proven safe because it's the cornerstone of weight loss and longevity for the planet's healthiest country for almost 2 centuries. Sadly, you've never heard of this secret because it's so closely guarded by their nation's top gatekeepers. It wasn't until a few highly respected doctors and government officials broke their code of silence that I was able to unleash a flood of age-reversing enzymes, allowing me to reclaim my body, my energy, my husband, and as you can see here, my youth.
I cannot describe what it's like to actually feel something start to work right from the moment you start, all the way up until you lose your very last pound. But what I can do
is finally empower you with this fast-paced yet easy to understand step-by-step tutorial that I pledge will make your very own Cinderella story come true, starting tonight.
As a woman, we must dig deeper than simply attacking the surface with old school, outdated tactics marketers have recycled for the last 4 decades. Think about it. The Atkins diet of the 90s is now called the keto diet. Today's P90X is just a digital version of Buns of Steel from 20 years ago. And Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, South Beach, Nutrisystem all found new ways to glam up the sacred art of counting calories and portion control. Give me a break. Take a second right now. Imagine the feeling of going to bed tonight, knowing you have found the last weight loss solution you will ever need. Feels pretty nice, right? And after all this time, that's the peace of mind you deserve. I'm just so excited
for you to knock over that one metabolic domino sitting inside of you right now with the power to unleash a fat loss cascade and finally kickstart your natural fat burning systems into overdrive for 22 hours a day, so you too can look back at that big, beautiful, confidence-soaked smile that has been missing from your mirror for years now, instead of continuing to avoid your reflections at all costs like I used to. And girl, before we get into this, you need to know that none of this is your fault.
I can tell you right now, it's not because you are too old or too far gone, and it is not because you are undisciplined or unwilling to put in the work.
If a 40-year-old working mother like me can lose control of their body like this and get it back,
so can anybody, especially you.
as a woman who deserves the fairy tale life you dreamed of when you were younger, it is now time to empower yourself with a solution designed for women by a woman who was put on this planet to help women like you reclaim control over their body and their life that they deserve.
Are you with me? Then let's do this.